Welcome to Watch Once Over. My name is Biggie, and today we're going to be doing a mod. It's going to be called a Hydro mod, and I'm going to do it on these Casios. These watches cost about 20 bucks a piece. I'm going to mod this one, and then I'll mod this one off of camera. But I'm going to go through this pretty quick because I don't want this video to drag on any longer than it has to. Now, if you look at this one's already modded. I modded it yesterday. And I did leave a air bubble in there so you can see it, that there is liquid in there. And I'm going to turn it to the side, and you can see that the legibility doesn't end. See, it almost looks like a digital screen. So let's look at this one, which I'm going to mod. This isn't modded yet. Let's turn it to the side, turn this to the side, and you can see that the dial on the brown one looks like it is up closer to the crystal, and that's because of the way the light refracts. It just pushes the dial and makes it look like it's up against the crystal, but it's not, because the crystal refracts in the same way that the liquid refracts, so it makes it look like it's an optical illusion basically. And the benefits to that is, when you do the Hydro mod and you put this liquid silicone oil inside your watch, it increases the hermeticity of the watch, which is the water resistance, greatly by 5 to 10 times. So instead of this being a 100-meter watch, it's probably a 500 to 1,000, because you're relieving the negative pressure inside the case as it goes down. You're evening out the pressure, so the water resistance increases. It's just a scientific thing. You could read up more about it. Zen has a Hydro watch, and they can explain it all to you. But that's what it's for. It's just a fun mod. It's real easy to do. I'm going to do it here on camera, and I'm not a expert watch guy or nothing. And I'm going to do it with basic stuff that anybody could use. So I'll put this down and let's get started. Okay, let's put this one over here. I'm going to mod this one too, but I'll do this off camera because this video is going to probably take up a little bit of time, unfortunately. I apologize for that. Okay, first thing you want to do is get a shallow dish. I got an ashtray, which is good. Now, you want to take your tool, spring bar tool, and you want to take the watch band off. Okay, that was off. And then you want to take these screws out. Now I'm doing this with the camera in front of me, so it's kind of hard. Don't lose any of these little screws. They're hard to find sometimes. And the third one now. And it's going to the fourth one. If I bore you, you can go ahead and fast forward the video to the part you want to see. That's all I can really say, because I am doing this live, one shot. I'm not going to edit this at all. Then you want to take your case back off. I'm going to lay that over here. Now, inside, you're going to have a rubber gasket right here. You can leave that rubber gasket on there. That's going to be your seal. Now, this plastic part right here is the holder. Hold on, let me zoom in a little bit. This plastic part right here is the case holder. So you want to take that off next. And that just comes right out. Just pop that out. And just be wary of how this goes. This little tab lines up with the battery right here. Put that to the side. And then you want to take the stem out. Now on this Casio movement, you'll see a tab right here. Right next to that tab, it's a little circle. You push that and then you pull the stem out. Okay, now we got the stem out. Then after you get the stem out, what you want to do is take the movement out next. And you just pull this up. And just be wary about which way you took this movement out. Okay. You see it's still running. You put the movement down. And then you put all this into your dish. Then you get your fluid. Now this fluid right here that's the fluid I'm using. Take a good look at that. Okay. Now you want to fill up the case with the fluid. And fill the case all the way up till it overflows. And this is where it gets messy. So after it overflows, you want to take your syringe and suck some of that fluid up. Put some more fluid in there till it overflows. Okay. Then you want to put the movement back in. Same way you took it out. And it's going to overflow and be messy. Okay, movement's all the way down. Then you want to put some more fluid in. Let it overflow again. Now you want to let that sit to get those air bubbles out. And get all the air bubbles out of there. Okay. Now you want to make sure this gasket is still around where it belongs. If it's not, adjust the gasket back to where it belongs. Now I'm going to put the stem back in there, but not all the way. Okay. Now I'm going to put the movement holder in. This can get tricky sometimes. It went back in. And push the move holder down until it clicks in place. Add a little more fluid. Now what you want to do is you can pop your stem in. Okay, stem is in. Now you want to put the case back on. Now, the reason why I have this syringe is because when I'm putting the case back on, oil is going to come out. And you want to squeeze oil up in there at an angle when you put it on there so you can get most of the air bubbles out. Now I'm going to push this fluid in there, and at the same time I'm going to push this down on there. And that way, your air bubbles will come out. You see it bubbling up? See? Put some more fluid in there. Okay. Then, while it's still in here, you want to put your screws back in. Time consuming, I know, sorry. And this is a messy job, but it's easy. Not as easy as you think on camera though. But if I have to edit something, I'll edit it. And that's it as far as the watch. Now, let's brush some of this liquid off. And you can see the hydro mod is complete. It just needs a cleanup. So what I'll do is I'll clean it up and then I'll get right back to you. Okay, everybody, I'm finished doing it. I cleaned it up. Just used some Dawn dish soap. And now it's done. Now you can look at the legibility. Super clear. Got all angles. Got a nice little bubble in there, so everybody knows it's really liquid in there. And I like the little bubble because the bubble is the telltale sign that it's different. Some people don't like the bubble, but the bubble's cool. That's the point of putting the liquid in there, to show it off. And here's the other one. Super easy. About 30 bucks total to do. These fluids are about $5. And the cool thing is now the watches are super legible and they have increased water resistance. So sorry for taking so long. Please subscribe. My name is Big E. And surprise, surprise, I'm giving these away. I'll let you in on it later.